great bowler can win a cricket match almost single-handedly. They can rip through the finest batting lineup in the world. They can take the impossible wicket at the crucial moment. They can change the entire course of a series with one devastating spell. Today we count down the top 10 greatest cricket bowlers of all time, and number 1 took a record that cricket statisticians say may never be broken. Stay with me. Welcome back to Late Sortie, where we launch into the world's most fascinating stories. Today we celebrate the greatest wicket takers, the most devastating strike bowlers, and the most brilliant bowling minds in the history of cricket. From express pace to mesmerizing spin, these are the 10 bowlers who made batting look impossible. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, James Anderson of England. The greatest swing bowler England has ever produced, and the highest wicket taker among pace bowlers in the entire history of Test cricket. Anderson retired in 2024 with 704 Test wickets, an extraordinary achievement for a fast bowler in a format that has historically favoured spin. His ability to swing the ball both ways at medium pace, in all conditions, on all surfaces, in all weather, made him one of the most consistently dangerous bowlers of his generation for over 2 decades. He played 188 Test matches for England, the most by any pace bowler in history, and never lost his ability to take crucial wickets at crucial moments right until the very end of his magnificent career. Number 9, Curtly Ambrose of the West Indies. 6 feet 7 inches tall, with an extraordinarily high bowling action that generated steep bounce from a good length, Curtly Ambrose was one of the most genuinely frightening fast bowlers in the history of Test cricket. In 98 Tests for the West Indies, he took 405 wickets at an average of 20.99, one of the finest averages ever recorded by a fast bowler of his longevity. His spell of 7 wickets for 1 run against Australia in Perth in 1993 is widely regarded as one of the greatest individual bowling performances in the history of the sport. Ambrose was cold, relentless and utterly professional, a man who let his bowling do all his talking. And it talked loudly. Number 8, Glenn McGrath of Australia. The greatest fast bowler of his generation, and the pace bowler with the most Test wickets in history. McGrath took 563 wickets in 124 Tests at an average of 21.64, and his 29 5-wicket hauls place him among the finest strike bowlers the game has ever produced. What made McGrath extraordinary was not raw pace, but relentless, metronomic accuracy. He could bowl in one particular spot, just outside off stump, for hour after hour, building pressure that even the finest batsman in the world eventually cracked under. He was the architect of Australia's extraordinary dominance of world cricket throughout the 1990s and 2000s, and his ability to perform in all conditions, not just in Australia, set him apart from many of his contemporaries. Number 7, Imran Khan of Pakistan. One of the greatest fast bowling all-rounders in the history of the game, and the man who almost single-handedly elevated Pakistan cricket to the pinnacle of the world game. Imran Khan took 362 Test wickets at an average of 22.81, and scored 3,807 Test runs at an average of 37.69, making him one of the most complete cricketers of his era. But it is what he achieved as captain that elevates his status to legendary. In 1992, Imran Khan led a Pakistan team that had been written off by almost every expert, through the Cricket World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, winning the final against England in a performance that has gone down as one of the greatest upsets in the history of the tournament. He dedicated the World Cup victory to the building of a cancer hospital in Pakistan in memory of his mother. Imran Khan did not just play cricket. He used cricket to change lives. Number 6, Wasim Akram of Pakistan. The Sultan of Swing. The greatest left-arm fast bowler in the history of cricket, and arguably the finest swing bowler who ever lived. Wasim Akram took 414 Test wickets at an average of 23.62, and holds the record for the most wickets in ODI cricket with 502. His ability to swing the ball both ways, conventional swing with the new ball and reverse swing with the old, at genuine pace made him virtually unplayable at his best. He is one of only 3 bowlers in history to take 2 hat-tricks in Test cricket. In the 1992 World Cup final against England in Melbourne, he produced what many consider the greatest individual bowling performance in World Cup history, removing Alan Lamb and Chris Lewis in successive deliveries with 2 of the most brilliant balls ever bowled. Wasim Akram did not just bowl. He created art. Number 5. Anil Kumble of India. The greatest test bowler India ever produced, and the third highest wicket taker in the history of test cricket with 619 wickets in 132 matches. Kumble was a leg spin bowler of relentless accuracy and extraordinary variation, who proved decade after decade that he could take wickets not just on the turning pitches of the subcontinent, but on the most unhelpful surfaces in England, Australia, and South Africa. He is one of only 3 men in the history of Test cricket to take all 10 wickets in a single innings. His 10 for 74 against Pakistan in Delhi in 1999 remains one of the greatest individual bowling performances in the history of the sport. Anil Kumble was not the most glamorous spinner. He was simply the most effective. Number 4. Sydney Barnes of England. And here, we travel back over a century, to perhaps the most devastating bowler in the entire history of cricket. Sydney Barnes played only 27 test matches for England, between 1901 and 1914. And yet he took 189 wickets at an average of 16.43, the finest bowling average of any bowler with a substantial test career in history. The ICC all-time bowling rankings place him at the very top. Barnes was a medium-pace bowler who could swing the ball in the air, cut it off the pitch in either direction, and generate significant bounce from a good length, combining skills that most bowlers possess only one or two of into a single extraordinary package. He only ever played against South Africa and Australia, but he dominated both with an authority that cricket had never seen before. Over a century after his final test match, Sydney Barnes remains the benchmark by which all great bowlers are measured. Number 3. Shane Warne of Australia. The greatest leg spin bowler in the history of cricket, and the man whose single most famous delivery changed the game forever. On the 4th of June 1993, Shane Warne bowled a delivery to England batsman Mike Gatting at Old Trafford that became known simply as the ball of the century. The ball drifted in, landed on leg stump, and spun viciously to clip the top of off stump, leaving Gatting standing at the crease with a look of complete disbelief on his face that cricket fans will never forget. From that moment, Warne owned cricket. He took 708 test wickets, at the time a world record, and was the driving force behind Australia's extraordinary dominance of world cricket throughout the 1990s and 2000s. He was flamboyant, controversial, and utterly irresistible to watch. Shane Warne tragically passed away in March 2022 at the age of 52. Cricket has never quite felt the same since. Number 2. Jasprit Bumrah of India. And some will say, how can a bowler still playing the game be ranked so highly? The answer is in the numbers, and in the near-universal consensus among cricket's greatest experts that Bumrah is the finest fast bowler alive today, and one of the greatest in the history of the sport. In 2024 alone, Bumrah took 71 test wickets in just 13 matches at an average of 14.92, figures so extraordinary that they are almost impossible to comprehend. His career-high ICC test bowling rating of 904 points places him among the greatest of all time. His unorthodox bowling action, which makes the ball extremely difficult to pick up, combined with his ability to bowl at extreme pace, generate reverse swing with the old ball, and produce lethal yorkers in the final overs of limited overs matches, makes him the most complete fast bowler of the modern era. Jasprit Bumrah is not just great. He is generational. And at number 1, Muttiah Muralitharan of Sri Lanka. The numbers are almost impossible to believe. 800 test wickets in 133 matches. 534 ODI wickets. Over 1,300 international wickets in total, more than any bowler in the history of cricket by a very significant margin. The Sri Lankan off-spinner from Kandy bowled with a unique action, the result of a birth defect in his arm, that generated extraordinary turn and dip from the surface, bamboozling the finest batsman in the world for over 2 decades. His doosra, a delivery that spun in the opposite direction to his off-break, was virtually undetectable even to the most experienced players. His bowling action was controversially questioned at various points in his career, but he was cleared by the ICC on every occasion. Wisden Cricketer's Almanac, cricket's most authoritative publication, rated Muralitharan the greatest test match bowler of all time in 2002. His records have stood for over a decade since his retirement, and the likelihood of anyone ever taking 800 test wickets again is almost zero. Muttiah Muralitharan, 800 wickets. the greatest bowler cricket has ever seen. And that is our top 10 greatest cricket bowlers of all time. From Sydney Barnes' Victorian-era genius to Muralitharan's 800 Test wickets, these extraordinary men made the art of bowling something close to magic. Do you agree with our list? Should Shane Warne be number 1? And where would you place Wasim Akram? Let the debate begin in the comments below. We read every single one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Late Sortie. We launch new top 10 videos every week. This has been Late Sortie. The mission continues. To God be the glory.